Yeah, Will's doing great up here. Yeah, so my name is Vinny Borelli, which is definitely Mexican. It's very Italian. Vinny Borelli, it sounds like my parents were doing their best to just not name me Gucci Ferrari. I don't know if you saw the special tonight, it's the Vinny Borelli, it's right next to the arancini. My name is so ethnic, like, so this is a true story, my grandfather enlisted in the army, and when he joined, he wanted to fight the Nazis, and when he got to basic, they were like, all right, Borelli, are you gonna volunteer, or should we just assign you to the kitchen? So he cooked for the army, that's cool, right? I've had a crazy year, guys. I almost moved to New York. I don't know if any of you guys ever tried moving to New York, but it gets very, very competitive. And I was talking to New York, woo! I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, don't move to New York. Did you know that every 7 minutes, someone in New York dies from a drug overdose? And I was like, so Mom, what you're saying is, there's an apartment available. And they're cool. And then I realized, this is how I should shop for everything. Who died? What did they have? Let's talk about it. Guys, it's okay. They're not using it. What's his wife, this guy John dies, what's his wife gonna do with size 12 men's shoes? Come on. And look, I'm just saying, she's single. It's a big house, she gets lonely. I'm not a monster. John was a broker for Liberty Mutual. So you know what that means, right? Liberty Mutual is hiring. Some other crazy things I did this year. I know I'm about to lose you now. I started doing CrossFit. Yeah, woo, don't woo. I hate me too. A lot of people, one of the biggest setbacks of CrossFit, a lot of people say it's like really expensive, but it really just costs all of your friends. So I go to my first CrossFit class, and they have this thing called the workout of the day. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They call it a WOD. Yeah. I'm like, this guy's like, this is today's WOD. I'm like, I got a fucking WOD for you. Anyway, I go to this class. He's like, all right, here's the WOD today. We're gonna do 90 pull-ups. Anyone have any questions? Yeah, new guy. I can't do that. That's not a question, like I know. So he's like, look, there's this thing that they do called scaling, where if you can't do the workout, you do like a discounted version. So instead of pull-ups, I did this thing where I got in my car and I went home. Thank you. I also did keto earlier this year, the keto diet. Anyone familiar?
Jeez.
Yes. So, thank you. So, for those of you who aren't aware, on the keto diet you can only have like 3 things. It's eggs, cheese, and depression. And here's the thing about when you lose weight, you always expect it to be like a movie montage. Like, oh, I fixed my relationship with my dad, I got my girlfriend back, I got the promotion at work, but like, literally nothing changes. Like, my life is still a dumpster fire, just the dumpster looks brand new. I work in sales. I don't mean to brag, I'm pretty good at sales. You could say I could sell coke to a nun. Obviously, I never would though, because as we all know, nuns are poor. And cocaine is fucking expensive. I don't know what happened. Cocaine is right up there with avocados and Bitcoin. It is unbelievable. Now, I know you're thinking, goddamn Obama, right? Yeah, look, I know, I felt that. I felt that in the room, like that clench, like politics, like ew, no one wants to talk about that. I get that, that's palpable. So I'm gonna tell one more joke about politics. You know what I think the problem is? I think both sides, no matter who you choose, you lose, right? Because the marketing's too good. Like, what's the opposite of pro-choice? Anti-choice? Like, who the fuck would be against choices? Or what's the opposite of pro-life? anti-life, like you're hoping for death. So to avoid the conversation, I pull out. Gotta watch your wad. Oh my goodness. Will, how much time I got left? Will Noonan. The comedian Will Noonan. Jesus Christ. Oh, how many, all right, well, are you just kicking me off? Well, that's awkward. I was asking how much time I had left. Well, this is, you know, in my dreams, this is like how I wanted this to end. With like this awkward pitter patter. For Morgan, you were like, oh no, you got time. Me, it's like, no, taking a shit? We have all these people, you took a shit? We have all these people here, you took a shit? I love you, thank you.
Give it up for Vinnie Borelli, everyone! Oh, it's not noisy.